Yo guys, I'm Dumb Ultra and welcome back to another Dying Light 2 video. In today's video I'm going to be talking about the UGC Fest event. I'm going to be going over the week 2 rewards, as well as the bounties and maps. If you guys want to check out week 1, I'll leave it in the description, or in the pinned comment down below. But now what this is a live event from Techland's website, the Pilgrim Outpost, where you can do bounties for the community maps, which are maps that other people have made, and get rewards on the website. If you guys haven't signed up to the website, make sure you use my link in the description titled 20 free Pilgrim tokens, so that when you sign up you get 20 free Pilgrim tokens to start. But yeah, that's pretty much what the event is. There are 4 weeks and each week starts individually. Week 1's over, so you've missed out on those rewards unfortunately, and the reward was actually pretty good. But now in today's week we got some pretty interesting maps and pretty cool fun ones actually. But now before we get into the video, I'd like to ask you guys to please drop me a quick like, and to really consider subscribing since I make a lot of useful Dying Light videos. And lastly, a special thank you to the members on my channel. But now with all that being said, let's get right into the video. The maps that we'll be playing are Desert Fury, which is sort of like a remake of Mad Max Fury Road, where you gotta drive through in a car. But we also got the Intersection, which has got a pretty cool story to it. But also we've got Haran Prison, which for those of you who don't know is like a heist in Dying Light 1 that was, very popular and still is pretty popular. Which by the way I will be making a video about later on this month or maybe next month, I'm not sure. Once again, we have 5 bounties. The Haran Prison and the Intersection have 2 bounties, while Desert Fury only has 1. Let's start off with the Haran Prison first. For Haran Prison, we have Prison Shoot Up and Hot Projectiles. Let's talk about Prison Shoot Up. For this one, you gotta shoot 50 enemies. You gotta kill 50 enemies with firearms. This one's very simple and very easy because when you load into the map, you're given 4 guns that you can use. All of them have plenty of ammo, so you'll pretty much have no problem doing this bounty. Just go through the map and shoot anything that gets in your way. But now the second bounty, Hot Projectiles, you gotta pick up 10 Molotovs in the prison map. Now a tip for you guys, I'd recommend using your survivor sense and looking for anything that's highlighted green. You might end up finding throwing knives, but you'll also find Molotovs. So yeah, just go through the map and you will find these 10 Molotovs in no time. So yeah, that's it for these 2 bounties. They're very simple, very easy to do. And the map is pretty good actually, I quite like the map. I would have preferred more guns or more options at the start. But yeah, other than that, it's a pretty cool map and a pretty fun one to do. Although if you're in a hurry, you can just, do these bounties and make sure you wait a bit before you leave. Because if you leave right when this thing pops up on your screen, showing you that you've done the bounty, you might risk bugging the website. If you leave right away, the website won't register this and it'll show that it's incomplete. Now if you do this, however, all you gotta do is go back to the map and just sit inside until the website says that you've done the bounty. So yeah, don't worry if you've, messed this up. Just stay in the map and keep refreshing the bounty on the website until it shows that you've done it. But now moving on, we got the Intersection map. This map has 2 bounties, Opportunist and Execution Day. Let's talk about Execution Day, since this is the first one you'll be able to do. Now for this one, it says that you gotta defeat 20 infected using takedowns, but when I tried this, it didn't really work, and I found out that what you really need to do is execute 20 infected, not take them down. Takedowns and executions are 2 different things. For an execution, all you gotta do is swing once with the Last Hope weapon and spam the execution. It's very easy, very simple to do, and it won't take you a while to do it. So yeah, when you load in, you can do this right here, or you can, go out into the map and do this as well. There's a lot of zombies all around the map. But on to one that you guys might struggle with. We have Opportunist. You gotta damage 5 infected using a throwable spear. Now if you guys are doing this map legitimately, doing all the objectives and all that, it might take you a while to get there. But a tip for you guys is to simply, run through the map and get up on top of this building. This building that's by the crane. This is the only area that I found that has spears, but there might be, some hidden areas as well. But this is the one that's easiest to get to. You can use the grappling hook to get up top, and when you do get up top, just go down to this hole. In this hole, you'll find a bunch of dead bodies with the spears in them, and you can pick them up and attack zombies that are also in the hole as well. So yeah, this is an easy way to do this, as well as a more efficient way. You will not waste any time at all if you do it this way. So yeah, that's how you can do the bounties, and as for the map is, pretty cool. It's got some kind of story to it. It's got some, hidden gems, some, hidden weapons and armor and stuff. So if you've done all the bounties, I would recommend, giving this map a try. It's very well made. I haven't played it myself yet, but I definitely will be when I'm done, uploading videos this week. But I'm moving on to the last map and the last bounty. The map is Desert Fury. In this map, you're pretty much able to drive around in this car and have a blast. But now the bounty is called Driving License Exam. Now what you gotta do with this is defeat 10 infected with your buggy. In other words, run them over. Now this one might take, maybe 5 minutes to get done, because, you gotta take a long drive to get to where the infected are. So yeah, don't worry about, going to a secret spot or, taking a shortcut. Just follow the route until you get to this tunnel that has a bunch of zombies around it, as well as, outside of it. Just drive as fast as you can, or take your time and enjoy the ride. And also make sure you don't leave like right when this thing pops up, otherwise, you'll risk bugging it. So yeah, fairly simple bounty, and the map is pretty good, but the handling of the car feels really off to me. Also, there's, like no sound when you're driving, so it is kind of weird to hear. Aside from that, it is a pretty cool map, and I haven't played like the entire map, but I'm sure there's more to it and could be worth checking out. But yeah, now that you're done with these bounties, here are the rewards. The first reward is Resource Bundle. You get this for completing one of the bounties, and all you get is pretty much like, week 1's reward, where you get a bunch of craft parts and trophies. It's not a crazy amount, but it is a pretty good amount, and it's just, pretty convenient to have. So yeah, the reward isn't too crazy, but it's nice. But now moving on to the second reward, we have the Glaive Red. This is a two-handed slashing weapon, and you get this by completing 3 bounties. You'll not only get a weapon, but you also get the weapon blueprint. Now when you fully upgrade the weapon's blueprint, the damage is not the highest, but it is actually pretty high when you compare it to the other weapons. And not only that, it does have 3 mod slots, so you can increase the damage even further. The weapon is just a red and polka dotted skin. It's not really anything crazy, it doesn't do anything special. But yeah, it is an alright weapon, it deals a good amount of damage. However, it isn't the best one, and it isn't anything too crazy. Which is kind of disappointing to me because, with these events, I would expect them to give us stuff that can, do some insane abilities or, insane effects. Like maybe send zombies flying, turn them into weird animals, like I don't know. I feel like these events should, give us more crazy stuff and more fun stuff to use. But I'm moving on to the last reward, we got the Rift Stone. This is a weapon charm that you can unlock after completing all the bounties. Now, what this thing says that it does is that when it's attached, this weapon charm increases the effect range and angle of effect of a weapon mod. Now, I'm not exactly sure what this means because, I've tested it with a bunch of mods and haven't really noticed like, much of a difference. Like I used crit mods and I guess maybe I got more crits, but yeah, nothing really special. It says the effect range, so I tried using a blast mod, but I didn't really notice any like, extra reach with the blast mod. So yeah, it didn't reach any further, it didn't deal any more damage that I've noticed, and I'm not really sure what it means by angle of effect. So yeah, I don't know what this mod does exactly, but if you guys do know, let me know in the comment section. But yeah, my review on it is it's kind of useless unless, there's a special feature that I don't know about. But if there isn't really anything special, then this is kind of disappointing. Like none of these rewards are very useful or interesting at all to me. Like the resource bundle is useful if you're doing, a new playthrough and, you want to have some resources at the start because you can redeem these on multiple saves. But other than that, the resource bundle, that's very useful. The weapon is not the best one actually, like the weapon blueprint that you can get in Villador is better than this. It's a slitter for those of you who don't know. And the Rift Stone doesn't really do anything like I said, so these rewards are pretty weak for week 2. Like I'm really hoping we get better stuff for week 3 and 4. But yeah, anyways, that's it for the video. If you guys want to know how you can get glitched weapons in Dying Light 2, check out this video right here. Or if you guys want to know how you can rank up to Legend level 300, check out this video instead. But other than that, thank you for watching and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.